Thank you. More than 1 year ago, in January 2020, my second son, Anton, was born. Many of you know this is an incredible moment. The only thing that mattered at that time was us taking care of him. 3 months later, Hans, the granddad of my wife, died. What mattered during his last days was not the car or the house he owned together with his wife. What mattered were the people around him. At the beginning and at the end of our lives, ownership is meaningless. How come that during the course of our life, the collecting of things becomes so predominant? But maybe that's not true. We share so many things. We share access to the streets we're walking on. We share access to the forests we enjoy. We share access to bars, restaurants, cinemas. We share tools with our neighbors. We rent out flats. We rent cars. We even rent access to music and movies. And this is the idea behind Blue Movement. People can now also rent home appliances. Let me first explain to you what Blue Movement is and how it works. Then we will meet a few customers, just before answering the question why we at BSH and Bosch run such a business model. Blue Movement actually started in the Netherlands. Dutch customers are able to rent out a washing machine, a fridge, or other home appliances. They pay a monthly fee, and we deliver, install, repair, move, and also pick up the appliance once the contract is over. Used appliances are refurbished and rented out again to new customers. Our ambition is to keep the appliances as long in the loop as possible. After the growth of Blue Movement in the Netherlands, we will bring it to Germany in the next days, in the middle of May this year. So now again, you might ask yourself, why on earth would someone rent home appliances? Let's meet a few people. In February this year, Dan signed up from Groningen. He subscribed to 2 washing machines on a 6-year contract, each contract with 10 euros per month. Why would you rent 2 washing machines? We had the same question, and we followed up. The answer is pretty simple. Dan is a student, and he lives together with 6 more students in a shared flat. Of course, for 7 people, you need more than 1 washing machine. And instead of having to spend like 1,000 euro on 2 new appliances, they rather decided to rent out these 2 washing machines. They don't have the initial investment, they don't have to split the bill, and if someone moves out, no one has to organize some reimbursements. Actually, creating ownership and organizing it would come as a burden to them. That's why they decided to rent. But students are not the only customers. We see that more and more people are interested in a more sustainable solution. One of them is our customer, Brian. Brian lives in Groningen and is a care worker. He subscribed to a refurbished fridge. Refurbished fridges can come in perfect condition, but some of them also have some scratches and bumps, especially in the door. But they need a second life too, right? Brian agrees. And for him, it doesn't matter that this is a refurbished fridge with traces of prior use, because he knows that if something breaks down, we take care of that. Again, ownership is not a necessary part of the solution here. Actually, maintaining ownership would cause some additional tasks he's not willing to do. And we also see that customers who are looking for a premium experience appreciate the benefits of a subscription. One of these customers is Dingemann from Arnhem. Dingemann lives in a normal middle-class house. And he has 4 premium subscriptions: a premium washing machine, a premium dryer, a premium fridge, and a premium dishwasher. And he's really enthusiastic about our Home Connect functionality. He didn't stop talking about it on the phone. Yeah? And he could certainly afford buying these appliances, but he decided to rent because that leaves him with some more money to spend on other things. Again, owning is not a necessary part of the solution here. Actually, creating ownership usually comes with a much higher initial investment. I could go on and talk about the stories of the thousands of customers Blue Movement has in the Netherlands. But I just want to make one more point, that this is not only relevant to people, it's also relevant to organizations. In February this year, we got an order from Natasha, from the middle of the Netherlands. Natasha ordered 2 washing machines and 2 dryers. She runs a caring house for young people who can't live with their families anymore. And obviously, she should take care of the youngsters and not of the home appliances. And there are more organizations like that, be it in the social or in the housing sector, that can benefit from a subscription. So, why should we at BSH and Bosch run such a business? I want to highlight 3 main reasons. Firstly, and strategically speaking, Blue Movement is an example of an ARR business. ARR stands for annual recurring revenue and means that we at Bosch generate revenue based on long-lasting contracts, in addition to one-time sales. This makes our business more reliable and more robust. Secondly, financially speaking, after some time of the appliance being at the customer's place, subscriptions reach a break-even. Customer lifetime is an important success factor for any subscription model. And obviously, the longer the better, because it drives also profitability. Thirdly, and this is important for our sustainable ambition, with a subscription model, we remain the owner of the appliance. And this comes with some additional degrees of freedom and responsibility to treat the products, their components and materials in a sustainable way and bring us closer to a more circular economy. To my younger colleagues, yes, in the past we did pay for tapes, CDs and DVDs. Ask your parents. And I remember it was really awkward at the beginning to pay for a streaming service without having a physical record in my hands. But creating, organizing, and maintaining ownership can come with challenges. We don't necessarily have to own the world around us. We don't necessarily have to own home appliances. Shifting our focus from the features of a product to the benefits of a solution can open up many new opportunities. If you own less, we might waste less and stress less. Think about it. And please don't keep your ideas. Share them.